Good afternoon to those that join. If you'd like a reading, please pop emojis in the chat. Good afternoon, good afternoon. Pop emojis in chat if you'd like a reading. Oh, I'm sweating like mad. Not done this for a while. Good morning, Lewis. How are you this fine dandy afternoon? Hey, Diana, how are you, sweets? If you'd like a reading, hey, Lisa, don't forget to just use emojis in chat. Lewis, put me an emoji. Me, please. I get they don't take it off if you use emojis, but if everybody puts me, please, then they class it as spamming and they block the live after I've finished. So use emojis, Lewis. Oh, I'm glad you're good, Diana, my lovely. How's family and everybody? Are they all good? Like Lisa, Lewis. Like Lisa. That's what I need you to do. Use emojis if you can. If you can't, just let me know. Lisa, the card I've turned for you is the Ace of Cups. So let's see what we can see. Number 5 connects in with you, Lisa. So I don't know whether it's the 5th of the month or the 5th month, Lisa. I do feel like that there's going to be 4 or 5 celebrations coming up between now and Christmas. Well, now and end of January, because it's 3 months. The next 3 months, there's going to be 5 celebrations coming up. But all these celebrations seem to link in together, if you know what I mean. They're all held in the same cup, these celebrations. I do feel that you're being a little bit restricted at the minute. I don't know if you've got lower body issues, Lisa, but there's definitely healing coming to the lower body. And I'm being given daffodils and yellow stars and yellow butterflies for you. There's also a child that I think's had a little bit of a chest problem around you, Lisa, because I'm seeing a child, but they've sort of like got like some kind of form of chest issues going off. Nothing serious, and probably just like a cold or something, but there is a lot of healing going there. There's also a bow being tied around the child. So I don't know what the bow represents to the child. Let's see what else I can see. Number 2 is relevant as well. I'm seeing 22, Lisa, so I'm not sure if 22 is relevant to you. Again, 2. I'm just seeing the 2 2s. You're also holding your hand out, so I think financially you're going to be okay, because I'm seeing drops coming down into your hand. You're not losing it, so financially you're going to be okay. So try not to worry. There's also, is March relevant as well, Lisa? Because I'm seeing it's either Mar or March. I'm going to say March because that's what I first saw. And I'm also seeing that you need to concentrate on yourself a little bit as well. I'm not sure if there's a miscarriage connected around you, but I'm getting a lady stepping into the side of you now, Lisa. She's showing me with her hair tucked up like in a bun. So I don't know who this lady is. I'm seeing she's showing me a grey shoulder. So I don't know if this lady would have had not a cold shoulder as such, but I don't know. I'm getting a feeling with this lady that I don't feel this lady would have been that outgoing. I feel that this lady would have been quite quiet, but she's dressed in grey for some reason. So I don't know what the grey connects into for you, my lovely. Whatever issues have been going on with your tummy, it's going to lead to a different path. I'm also seeing three miscarriages linking in, or three babies lost coming in as well, Lisa, my love. I don't know if they're directly connected to you or they're connected to somebody close to you. I'm seeing an L connection as well, so there's an L connection coming in there. Do feel you're carrying a little bit of weight on your shoulders at the minute. Well, not on your shoulders, but more in your head. But it's going to be like, is it an epiphany when you get this idea, and it's going to lead to good things, Lisa? That's all I can say, my lovely. I hope that makes sense for you, Lisa. Just let me know in chat. Lewis. Oh, you sent me the hearts. Evening, afternoon, Rachel. Hey, Anita. Oh, good daughter-in-laws. I had 3 sweeps, no baby yet. Induced next, I think. Oh my goodness, can't wait. Bet you can't wait, can you? Mark, you can just use your emojis for a reading. Anybody wants a reading, please just look at bottom of the screen and it tells you to put emojis in while I'm doing reading for others. Otherwise, Facebook deletes the live when everybody starts putting me please in, or can I have a reading, because they class it as spam for whatever silly reason. Yeah. So, Lewis, let's see what we've got for you, my sweets. So, Lewis, we've got the Emperor card for you. Let's see what we've got coming in. Lewis, I don't know if it's you that's been having issues around your leg areas, because I'm seeing the veins in your leg. I'm seeing veins in the legs. So I don't know whether there's some kind of issue around your legs, or has been. But yeah, just want to make that clear to you. The number 8 is relevant to you as well. I'm seeing the number 8. And also the number 5 is coming in for you. So the 8 and 5. So they're either months or dates, Lewis, that should connect in somehow. There's 3 things going off in your head at the minute. There's 3 things that you've not quite got together. But they will get together, Lewis. These 3 things that you've got going off up in your head, they are going to meet together, and it will, whatever it's going to bring you a new path. So keep going with what you're doing. You might not have got it just yet, but the 3 things are going to meet up. And when it meets up, it is going to lead you to a new path. Now, there is a gentleman coming through in spirit around you, Lewis. And I'm getting, I think it's a V name. There's a V connected. I don't know if it's connected to the gentleman, but there's a V initial coming through. Now, the gentleman's coming in and he's showing me himself like, I want to say in like a suit kind of thing, but it's not a suit, but it looks suity. And he's also got a walk. He's also got a stick in his hand. I do think there was more complications with one side of this gentleman's body than the other, because I'm seeing a white line down one side and a black line down the other. So I do think that there would have been complications to one side of the chest area also. But you know, Lewis, you're about to embark on a new journey. And I don't know where the sea horses come in around you. Now, sea horses, they mate for life. But there's like 2 sea horses I'm going to say they're in spirit. But it's like they're separate sides of family, if that makes sense. But they're still connected and they're still very strong around you. But I do think you need to take a stand yourself. You've sort of like, if you can see, Lewis, can you see the staff that you're holding? There's something still holding you back down here. And I do feel it is connected to more one side of the family than the other. You need to pull that staff in front of the family, and you need to start taking your own path. Did that so then. I don't know why I'm seeing the number 17, but I've got the number 17 coming on. The number 17, but that's like on your chest. So I don't know whether it's something close to your heart, the number 17, or the 1 and 7. An S is connected in around you as well. And I do feel that there is 2 children's energies in spirit around you. And again, it's on one side, one on each side at Family Lewis. But yeah, but just know that these 2 in spirit that I do feel have been passed a while. But these 2 energies that are coming in as sea horses, they're with you every step of your journey, Lewis. So that's what I'm getting for you, my sweets. I hope it makes sense to you. Mark. Hey, Gillian, how are you? Hey, Brad. Ashley Ticinano. Use your own channel, sweets. Cheers, Carol, my beautiful lady. Hey, Tracy. For you, Mark, we've got the King of Wands. I've got the Lion coming in. I'm looking at the Lion first. So I'm seeing the Lion coming through first. And I feel like you're the strength for a few people because you're sort of sitting in the chair of strength. So I do feel people sort of like you carry the weight of others, if that makes sense. But you've also got to protect yourself and your own mind while you are protecting others. I do think that you've got a strong connection to spirit. I think that your third eye just needs a little bit of cleansing. But I do feel, Mark, that you have got a sense of spirituality about you. I'm just trying to see what else I can see. 3 opportunities are going to be coming up. We've got 3 candles to the side of you that are in front of you. I don't know where the crocodile represents to you or Australia. I always associate crocodiles with either Australia mainly. I know we've got crocodile hunters in America, but for me, it's always Australia. But obviously America, Australia. But I don't know where the crocodile links in around you. I do think that you are blocked though spiritually. I do think that you need to align all your chakras because I feel them that they're very blocked at the minute. And I'm not sure if it's you that's suffering again down one side of your body more than the other because again you've got that like grey line coming down the side of your body. You are doing the right thing by resting. And if you're not resting, then you need to sit down and just reassess the situation. I have got spirits coming in. The S, there's like a double S connection coming in. So I don't know where the double S connection coming in is for. There's also a tape measure. I don't know what the tape measure represents for you, Mark, but I'm being shown a tape measure. Just be careful because there is a snake in a box to the side of you. And I do believe you're aware of this. And I don't know whether you've already put it in the box or whether it needs to go with this whoever this person is needs to be blocked. I feel you've blocked them so far, but they need to be blocked out a little bit more because they will have an adverse effect on your energy. But S, there's definitely a strong connection to S. And again, I'm going to say the number 5 showing up. I don't know whether 5's a spiritual number, but there's definitely a number 5 connection coming in around you. I don't know. I know you're wearing glasses on here, Mark, but if I show you the card, can you see the eyes? They're a bit dark. So I don't know whether it's time you need to get your glasses checked again, or maybe there's something else going on with your eyes that you're aware of, but there's definitely something connecting the eyes and the ears. I feel the ears, the eyes and the head all seem to be affected at the minute. There's also a J connection coming in around you. We've got a J connection. The number 6 is also relevant. And I don't know why I'm seeing like 3 red diamonds. So I don't know what the 3 red diamonds would represent to you. Yeah, I don't know what the 3 diamonds would represent to you. I'm also seeing crosses. So I don't know whether you're religious in whether there's a religious connection to the crosses, but I'm seeing crosses. They've got a lady stepping in, but the lady seems to be wearing like a full body cover, if that makes sense. I do think this lady would have been on the larger side, just by what she's saying, but I think she's the one that's connecting in to the crosses, because the crosses are coming in below her. So I don't know if she would have been a very religious lady before she passed. But again, the J is connecting into the side of her. We've got a J connection coming into the side of her, and the number 6. So I hope that makes sense to you, my lovely. But yeah, that's for you, my lovely. Gillian, anybody wanting a reading, use emojis? I'm only going to pick those that use the emojis. Oh, Carol, we've got them on we've got them on today, haven't we? We've got them on this morning. They're all jumping on live this morning. You're all going to get inboxes and text messages saying, message me for a reading. Don't bother messaging them, because they're not affiliated with me on any level. They're just shocking. Lewis, I didn't read your comment that you put back, so I'll have to pop back up and have a read when I've finished live. So Gillian, my lovely lady. Gillian, for you, we've got the 10 of Pentacles card. So at the minute, I feel like you're in a battle on a spiritual level, Gillian. And I don't know what the battle is, but there's definitely a battle coming in. It's like, do you know when people wear 2 faces, Gillian? It's like you're putting on this face, but there's a face crying behind you. I don't know if you'll see it if I show you card, but can you see the 2 faces coming in? So it's like, I don't know whether you're hiding emotions or you're what you're doing, but there's something to do with the 2 sides to a face. So for me, I think you're putting on a braver face for everybody else. And I don't know whether this is where the spiritual or religious connection comes in. I don't know whether you're questioning your belief system, Gillian, at this point, because you're sort of like holding it in the palm of your hand, but it's sort of like surrounding your body also. There's 3 candles, so there's 3 anniversaries coming up, or celebrations of people passing, because there's definitely 3. I do think one's definitely in December, if not 2 of them, but one's a really bright star coming up, Gillian. He's not putting the others out, but it's sort of like just being guided to this brighter light. But there's 3 loved ones whose spiritual things are coming up. I do feel again that you are walking on eggshells around other people. There's somebody coming into the side of you, Gillian, and it's sort of like you're trying to protect them from something. On whatever's going off around you, you're sort of like trying to protect them, but you're not protecting them, because they sort of like they know what's going off. They're just waiting for you to talk to them. I don't know where the number 20 connects to you, but we've got the number 20 coming in, or 20. We've got lots of 9s coming in, 99. So the number 9 must be very relevant as well around you, Gillian. I'm trying to see what else I can see. I think what you've got to do, Gillian, is you've just got to stop cutting away the weeds that you've put up there yourself, and start letting people in, because I feel that you're sort of like, you're not you're not letting others in, and you can't keep this face because it's going to have adverse effects on your health. I have got a gentleman's energy coming into the side, but I'm only seeing the head, and I do feel like this gentleman would have been he's got just like a tougher hair on the top, so I don't know whether this gentleman would have been losing his hair or he would have lost his hair, but there's like a little curl on the top. I do feel this gentleman is younger though. Like Mohican style bald shaved head types of things. I'm not sure whether that's it. And I don't know if there was something on his face, because I'm seeing a mark like from his nose down like that. There's like a mark coming down on the face, Gillian. So I don't know who this gentleman is. But I feel that he's showing me the shape of the eggshells, and I don't know whether people are walking on eggshells still around this person, or whether it's something else. But I don't know if the 20 also connects in with the gentleman as well, because that's where the 20 is showing next to this gentleman. So that's what I've got for you, Gillian, my lovely lady. Who else have we got? Anita. Hope everybody's well. Oh, you're welcome, Mark. You're welcome, my lovely. Welcome to everybody that's having a reading. I just go with what it says on my cards. Diana, yeah, I've got Diana Soldier. Thank you. I'll just do Anita and then I will put Diana's up. It's because Facebook overtake from YouTube. Anita, for you, we've got the Sun card coming up. Oh, so there's definitely going to be some movement around you, Anita, my lovely. Nice, Dana. There's definitely going to be, and I don't know whether this is just metaphorically speaking, but it's like you're riding the bird and the bird's taking flight. But I'll tell you something, you're very, there must be something to do with gardening or something like that, because there's some flowers in the background and the flowers below. You're very connected to Mother Earth, Anita. I do get a strong feeling to Mother Earth and nature in that respect. I don't know if there's birds, there's something again that there's a bird related to you, or whether the bird's more on a spiritual sense. I do think though that there is a child around you, and I know we've got a little picture of a little girl, but I do feel older with this little girl. But there is some tummy issues going off. But I feel like it's like coming in and then it's just going. And I'm just not whether you're aware of it or not, but yeah, there's definitely something to do. She's also showing me daisy chain, so I don't know where the daisy chain connection comes in around you, Anita, as well. I've also got an S connection coming in, but the S seems to be around the child. So I don't know if the S is more connected to the child or not. On a financial note, you're going to be okay. We've got the coin at the top, and that's shedding all the light. But I'm being drawn more to the sunflowers for you. So I'm just trying to see if there's something in the sunflowers that I'm missing, because they're the ones that are sort of like coming up. 2 is also relevant to you. We've got the number 2 coming in as well. That's also relevant. Show me. There's also an F connection coming in. I do feel like the F connection is connected more in spirit though, because I'm seeing the F up in the clouds there. But there's an F connection coming in around you also. See, your 9's your other way. It's like I've got a backward 9. I think also, Anita, I think you need to find a little bit more of your inner child to come out. I don't know whether things have been restricted around you, or for whatever reason, but it's like your inner child needs to get out. In a way, you want to run bare and naked on sand, but that's not what I'm advising you to do. But I do feel that you're sort of like coming out of a difficult patch. And it's like now you're in the garden. Now it's time for you to focus on yourself also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Eight's again. Eight's coming out again. I'm seeing 8 red lines. So I don't know what the number 8 connects to, month or date. And an N. We've got an N connection coming in also around you, my lovely. So I'll leave that with you. Thank you so much. It's magpies. I believe that's my granddaughter would have been 4. And a few issues with family. Oh, bless you, my lovely. Let me pop back up screen a minute. Thank you, Gillian. I'll read yours. Oh, wow. This is a mixture of emotions, son. The 20th is my son Jamie's birthday this week and was my youngest son's birthday on the 12th. Also, my birthday is on the 3rd of November. Also coming up to the anniversary birth, and my brother-in-law choked to death in front of me. Thank you so much. Oh, bless you. Bless you, Gillian. Sending love to everybody. I've got to find Soldier's comment. Oh, sugar. I took comments off them. Where's Soldier's gone? Soldier, where are you? Diane. There she is, Diana. I nearly missed you. I was looking for you. Diana, my lovely. Let's see what the cards say for you, sweets. So, Diana, for you, my lovely, we've got the Page of Pentacles. So let's have a look what we've got here. I do feel like you're going to be going on to a new journey. There is going to be, somebody's going to lead you, though. And for me, are you following? Right, I'm seeing somebody holding some form of ring. So I'm not sure, Diane, if this is an anniversary coming up for you, or there's going to be some form of engagement around you. Now, I am going to say it's in front of you. So I'm going to say about January time, maybe January. Seeing the 2nd. So I'm going to say January, February. That's February next 2nd. But I'm going to say January, February time. I think this is going to come and play. But I do feel like at the minute you're sort of like floating. I feel that you've found the new inner you, should I say. Health issues aside, Diana. But it's like you've got a new lease of life, or you're being given a new lease of life. Can you see in your hand this? You're putting your hand out to the sun. So get ready, because I do think this is going to bring in for you definitely good things. Like I say, there's definitely an anniversary or an engagement that's going to be coming up. I don't know why I'm seeing crab claws, but I'm like seeing crab claws, Diana, and I don't know what that means. So I don't know if that's got a message for a hidden message for you somewhere with the crab claws. There has been some dark patches, let's say, but also in between the dark patches, there's been light patches as well. You can see that on the back there. Can you see the wall at the back? You can see the dark patches and the light patches. There is somebody there, but they sort of like staying hidden in the shadows for whatever reason. I do feel like this is more a male than a female, though. And I feel his characteristics could have been a little bit devilish, if that makes sense. And I don't know why sailor popped into my head. So I don't know if there's a sailor connection or a navy connection maybe with this person. I'm not sure, but I just saw like a sailor's hat. Come on, show me more. I don't know whether this is his coat that's coming up. You know, like when they used to have the coat and they used to be, go on, them big like collars that the men would turn up, but they'd like be about that far off the neck. It's like that I'm being shown. Or I don't know if he would have had an issue with like a humped back, if that makes sense, Diana. But he's, like you say, he's sort of like staying in the shadows. So he's staying in the grey area at the minute. So yeah, I hope you can make sense of that, my sweets. But yeah, just keep following your gut, because your gut's heading in the right direction, Diane. Rachel Marie. "30 minutes. 30 minutes we've been live." Marie, for you, my lovely, we've got the Two of Cups. So there's a definitely connection of love around you. I do feel that you and your partner, or if not a partner, then it would be a best friend, but I'm going to say partner for this. I do feel that there is a strong bonded connection between the two. I do feel like you are both on the same wave level. Am I? No, I don't know if this is a whether this is your part or whether this is like a sister, best friend sister. Only because one's holding a rose and one's holding a fan. But I feel that really is a strong connection between the pair of you. Family, the family for you. I don't know, going back to your childhood, but family to me for you is you're keeping it grounded, and it's like you're very, very overprotective where family is concerned. I do think that there has been two outside influences around you, one good and one not so good. Because we have got a little bit of a wasp and a bee coming in around on the outside. But sometimes we have to let somebody in. And I'm not saying the bee one, but can you see this butterfly fluttering in? This is somebody else that's trying to come into this circle, but don't quite feel that they're in that, they've got that closeness with you. Or if they're trying to want what you've got, if that makes sense. But I mean that on a positive level. It's not on a thingy level. Number 9 is really relevant to one of the two younger ones. We've got a 9 coming in there, but it's like you're up on a pedestal as well. So I feel like somebody puts you and partner or best friend, whoever it is, that you've got this strong, and honestly, it's a pure love that you've got, Rachel, with this person. But I feel like others around you may put you on a pedestal, even though you don't think that they have, if that makes sense. But they do. People look at you and it's like they want what you've got, but you're that close knit. You don't allow the outsiders in, if that makes sense. But I do feel for you, it's like you've built a fresh garden. Now, there is an M connection coming in and a J connection. So I've got an M and a J connection coming in, also an A connection coming in, and a W connection coming in, an R connection as well. Bloody hell. I'm also seeing the letter B. I don't know why I'm seeing the word Nat. Oh, I don't know if it's Nat or Knit, and I do apologise, but I'm just wit. I can't make out M. Mit. I can't read. I can't make out what the words are saying, but it's something along those lines. Got a tea connection coming in. Halloween's really special for you, though. I don't know what you've got planned or what somebody's got planned around you, but get ready for Halloween because we're seeing the pumpkins. October is a really good, strong month for you. But I also think October brings memories up for you. But yeah, there's definitely something going to be happening around Halloween because we've got 5 pumpkins on the go. But it's funny because I'm seeing pumpkins, but then I'm seeing sea, and then I'm seeing seashells. So I don't know what that where that fits in around you, my lovely. But that's what I'm getting for you, Rachel. Joyce. Did you catch that last fish yesterday? No, I didn't. I didn't catch that bloody fish. They were a nightmare. Joyce, my lovely, for you, we've got the 7 of Wands. I do feel at the minute you've been very protective, Joyce, and you're very protective of 2 in particular. But I feel again around you, there's sort of like eyes coming in from family. You can see the red eyes underneath, and it's like it's funny, it sounds daft, but it's like you're being watched by family. But it's like part of a family tree, Joyce. It's very weird. But there's definitely, you're above the battle, so everything's in your favor. Just don't be dragged back down into whatever this is going off below you, because you don't need to. You've got somebody that's going to try and worm the way in. Just be wary of this person on their intentions as they're trying to mend bridges, because I'm not sure at the minute what their whether it's good intentions or mischievous intentions. So yeah, just keep an eye on this person unless you know who it is. 9's relevant for you, so we've got the 9th month, or the number 9's coming in that's relevant. Also the number 6 is coming in around you, Joyce, so we've got the number 6 that's relevant also. I don't know why somebody's holding cross and bones. Somebody you're protecting, sort of like cross and bones in their hands. I don't know if that's a reference for you or not. You do need to let the 2 know you're protecting. They've got to be like a snail and take things slowly. Don't rush into it like what is it? The hare and the fox, is it? Where it or something like that. The hare and the tortoise. Be the tortoise, Joyce. Tell them to be the tortoise. Slow and steady pace is the way. But now it's time for you to sort of like start building on this platform and going over everybody. But you've got to be the one to keep your shield up and also start building that new line, because you've got an empty space this way, and you need to push more forward for that new beginning that you want in my sweets. Joe Mac. Joe, for you, my lovely, we've got the Ace of Wands. Take some time out to relax. I don't know where the sea connection's coming in around you, but there's a sea connection coming in. I think you do need to sit and just absorb everything in on your surroundings. I don't know if you're taking a little bit too much on. In a good way, though, Joe. It's not in a bad way. It's in a good, Joe. But just make the wise decisions. Don't like rush into something. Make sure you've got that wise decision coming in with you. There's definitely a spiritual connection around you, Joe. Your staff's touching Mother Nature, and the top of the staff is going off up into the clouds. So there's definitely a Mother Nature. There is definitely a spiritual connection coming in around you. I don't know why I'm being shown stars, and I don't know if I'm telling you to look at the stars or that's a message from somebody in spirit, something to do with the stars, because I'm seeing the stars in the sky. I can't see what that one is. But yeah, I think at minute it's just about making wise decisions, and just like, yeah, thinking it through. Don't jump into the frying pan at other one. I don't know why the initials JP are being shown, but there's a J and a P coming in on the cards. Just don't let what, I don't know whether this is don't let the whatever happened in the past, Joe, don't let that start dampening your spirits or making a change, because that's like below you. We know weeds can grow, but as long as we keep on top of them, then the weeds can't grow, basically, my lovely. But yeah, just make sure you're grounded though, because I don't feel that you're very grounded at minute, Joe. So just make sure you do extra protection in your grounding, because I feel at the minute you're just slightly ungrounded. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you, my sweets. Whoo! Margaret, hello, my beautiful lady. How are you? Margaret, for you, we have got the 10 of Wands. I feel like you're carrying weight up world on your shoulders, and I also feel like you're carrying it on your tummy area as well, because you can see the sticks coming in behind, and can you see what you're holding? I feel like you're carrying somebody else's baggage around with you, and it's like you've got to let it go. You've got to just you've dropped again. You can see the dropping of the rocks there. So you're dropping things, but you still, I don't know whether you're finding it hard to let go, because you've been that used to holding everything in, and it's like you've just got to open your arms and let it drop. Because I feel if you can open your arms and let it drop, all this on what you're carrying on your back, all that on your back, it'll allow you to straighten up and start dealing with whatever this is. But I feel at the minute, yeah, you don't let, it's not like you don't let go, but it's like, if I let go of something, it's just going to fall like a ton of rock, if you get what I mean. But as you can see, there's a new path here, but you're like holding back from, you can't go onto this new path until this is all being resolved, or part of it is being resolved, because you can't take it onto your new path, and your new path is very clear. So there's nothing coming up on that pathway. But I feel that it's just something that you've got to. But I do think this is still something to do with somebody, partly something to do with somebody else's baggage, if that makes sense, Margaret. And it's sort of like being built up, and I don't know whether it's just like hardened within, if that makes sense. Just be careful on the legs. I am seeing a bit of swelling in the legs and redness on. Are you wearing red boots? So for me, just watch the leg issues. It's going to be leg issues coming in. But you're definitely at a crossroads, and I don't think even you know which way you've got to go. If you have a look at the points on your head, one's pointing one way, one's pointing the other. But if you have a look, one's pointing you back to the past, and one's pointing you over here to the future. And you're literally caught in a catch-22, I feel, at the minute, Margaret. And I feel that it needs to be unburdened. Even though the road ahead is going to be clear, there's still going to be times on rocky moments, but it is going to be clearer. It's like taking that leap of faith to jump across the river. And I think that's what you need to do. I think you need to take that leap of faith and trust what's in front of you, and take that faith. I don't know where the V connection comes in around you, but there's a V connection coming in. chakra wise as well, you're very, very unbalanced with your chakras. Your chakras seem to be all over this side at the minute, and it's sort of like just getting them back in focus, back in line. Because your spiritual garden's still growing, but yeah, you know what I mean. Lighter clouds are coming in though, so this is something that you are going to be able to deal with and move forward. And then you see your garden, your little plant here will start growing again, because it's like the plant's referencing, how the plant is referencing you, if that makes sense to you, Margaret. But you just need to water a plant as we need to water ourselves, if that, you know what I'm saying. I don't know where the G connects in and the C. We've also got a T coming in. And I don't know why I'm seeing tick, T-I-C, tick. So I don't know what tick means. I don't know if that's relevant to you or not, but I'm seeing the word tick coming in. Oh, yeah. Right, that's for you, Margaret, my lovely. Thank you, Hun, you're spot on. I'm well aware we was trying to start trouble, but I'm on top of that and a few amputations. Oh, thank you, bless you. Where are we going next? Sam. Sam, for you, we've got the Six of Wands. So this again, this with you, Sam, there's something that's still just holding you back. You're still connected down here. And I feel again for you, it's what we hold as self back. Sometimes we have to let go of. Sometimes we just have to, again, like I said to Margaret just then, you just have to take that leap of faith. And I feel for you, Sam, it's taking that leap of faith, because whatever this is stopping you, it's stopping you from flying off. And it's not connected to Harley in any way, shape or form. This is something completely separate. But I do feel that there's something like that's just holding you back from allowing yourself to move forward. I do think, though, Christmas time, I'm seeing a Christmas wreath. So I do think come Christmas time's going to be a time when I feel that you can let go of whatever it is that's holding you back in starting to move forward. We've got 5 penguins on the floor, so I don't know if the number 5 connects to you, but we've got the 5 penguins, but they're all quite grounded. The 5 penguins are very grounded, but I feel like they're sort of like holding you up, because if they move their sticks, you're going to fall, if that makes sense. But you'll not fall if you trust your gut and go with that leap of faith. Like I said, Christmas time, we've got the wreath on the top that you can see. So I do feel Christmas time is going to be the bringer of new things for you. I don't know why I'm seeing where a kite is relevant for you, but I am seeing a kite that's relevant. What else am I seeing? On an emotional level, I feel like the wheels have stopped, Sam, but I know that I know what that's to do with. But I feel that if you can unhitch this, unlatch yourself from whatever this that's holding you back. And again, this isn't anything to do with Harley's passing that's holding you back. This is something that is more within yourself, because I feel that this would have been there prior to Harley's passing. There's always something that's sort of like you're not letting go of, and I think once that's let go, it'll start the process of healing, if that makes sense, Sam. So my lovelies, I am gonna call it there, and I want to say thank you to everybody for allowing me to read for you. What day are we on? I will be live doing more tarot readings. Let me think. Thursday night at 8 o'clock. So then that gives chance to those that can't get on in daytime, can get on at night time. No worries, Margaret. Thank you. I won both cases too. Oh, wow. That's fantastic, Sam. That's fantastic news for you. I hope it all brings you clarity. I think that's the word, isn't it? So yeah. Hey, I hope you're well. Love listening to the readings. Also love to all, and have a great day, says our Joe. And adios amigos, says Soldier. So it's thank you from me, thank you from Soldier, from Carol. I think at the moment they're the only two moderators we've got in at the minute. So thank you everybody for joining. Look forward to Thursday night. I will be on members or supporters, whatever you want to call it, at 4:30, and I will be reading, if I can find where John's put my book, Answers in the Dark. We will be reading the next chapter of this book in members at 4:30, and I'll sort what time I'm going live tomorrow. Don't forget, guys, Paul's live tomorrow at 8:30. Fantastic guest he's got lined up for you. One definitely not to miss, and one I will be watching in the background as well. Everybody take care. Much love. And thank you for allowing me to read for you today.